Good morning, everyone. We continue here in Hilchos Da'os of the RAMBAM. Yesterday was the Hagdama, the introduction. Today we get into the body of the text. This is Perek Rishon, the first chapter, Ois Aleph, the first letter. Da'os harbe yesh l'kol echad v'echad mibnei adam. Every person has many da'os. They have many character traits. V'zu meshunim mizu v'rochekim mimeno b'yoseh. And each one is different than the other. And they are quite distant from one another as well, as he will explain. Yesh adam shubal chema koyes tamid. You could find a person who is a very angry individual who gets angry all the time. V'yesh adam shadaitam yushevas alav. You could have another person. His das, his mind is very relaxed. V'enu koyes klal. He doesn't get angry at all. V'im kas. And if he does, yichais kas mat b'kam hashanim. He only gets a little bit angry once in many years. V'yesh adam shu gava leiv v'yoyse. You could have a person who's a very haughty individual. V'yesh shal ruach hadmal. You could have someone who's very humble. V'yesh bal taiva. You could have someone that's a big bal taiva. He has a lot of personal lusty desires. Loisiz benafshay mahaloich betavasay. And no matter what he does, he will never be satisfied. His taivas will never be satisfied and fulfilled. You could have another person, the opposite. He's a pure body. He doesn't even have a taiva, a desire for the basic things that his body needs. You have greedy people in this world who, no matter how much money they have, never will be satisfied. Like it says in the pasuk, Oyev Kesef, someone who loves money, Lo yisbe kesef, money will never satisfy him. V'yesh mekatzer shedayoy afilu davar ma'at shelo yisapek lo. There are those people, they have no real desires, and even a little bit, which is really not enough to sustain them, they're happy with. V'lo yirdav lahasi kol tzarko. They won't even run after trying to get everything they need. Give them a little, they're happy, satisfied. V'yeshu mesagiv atzmo b'ra'av. There are those people that will afflict themselves in hunger. And they will gather all their money to themselves. They can't even spend one little pruta, one little coin of their own to buy food, unless it's bitzar gadol, with tremendous anguish they spend their money. They think that every penny that they earned is because of their own hard work. They forget that there's a Rabbi Nishayelam, and therefore they become very closed off from using their money, and they could end up starving themselves to death. There's another guy, he doesn't have any care at all for his money. He could just throw it all away. He'll lose it with his own hands. And this is the way that all character traits go. Someone who's like very, has a lot of levity. Someone who's very sad. Someone that's very stingy. Someone that's very generous. Someone who's cruel. Someone that is merciful, compassionate. Someone that's soft-hearted. Someone that's strong-hearted. In all traits, says the RAMBAM, you should know there are opposite extremes. You can be too much on this one and too much on the other side. And the goal that we're going to learn in Hilchos Da'os is, how does a person find the balance? We cannot be off kilter and out of balance in anything. A yid is supposed to be balanced, and the RAMBAM is going to teach us how to find a way to fuse together the extremities of midas, of deos, and become a balanced individual that's going to be happy, b'simcha, menuchas hanefesh, peace of mind, and easy going in everything that's happening to them. All the best.